G'day everybody. I want to talk about robots and human similarity. I don't know if I got that out 100% right. Yep, there you go, got fixed. And how humans and robots actually are quite alike, in their own little ways. I want to give you a point about how they're like that. Now, when a robot gets learnt, like the ones we're talking about now, we're making AIs, right? They talk about it. They put in all these certain programs, so education, programs and education. So they go, well, we'll teach you this, we'll teach you that in the programs, we'll teach you this, we'll teach you that. And then if we give all these teaching and then let it go, hopefully it'll use common sense. So we put in, use what you've taught to work out everything else. Right? And when they find out it can't do its job, they go, oh, we'll put in a little bit more information. Then see if it can work it out. Right? Well, it didn't work it out yet. We'll put in some more information. Right? Until it can get its common sense to work out things that I haven't put the information in. The information that you've put in, it can put that together to create its own workout, which is common sense. Right? So if you don't have too much information, you really won't have common sense when it comes to a lot out there. And you want the robot to know a lot out there. Right? You don't want it to just be a person who goes and pushes a button at the job and be a basic person, pops out babies and stuff, just knows basics. You can just program that in the robot and it'll be that. No worries. But to get it to be something else or to work out something else without being told or programmed, it needs to figure it out, common sense. And that's what people are trying to strive to, is to get a robot to think for itself completely, right? Instead of, is that replying because we programmed it to reply? Because a lot of replies when they talk to AIs is it was told to reply, right? And it was part of the program. They want to hear a reply that wasn't part of it, that it had to put some of that information together to work it out, right? Which is working out things, showing that it's getting somewhere by itself. Right? Now, when it comes to humans can be the same, here's a point. I just want to give out a point, and there's millions of the points, but you only need one to show what I mean. Now, if you try to tell a robot to go out and do some work, so you program all these things in, and it goes out, and you said to the robot, and you've been telling it to water, so it went out there and watered everything that you see needs to be watered. So you put that program in, the plants, they need to be watered, I'll go out there and water them. And then you tell the robot, oh, now I don't want you to water them because you've only programmed that in there, right? So when it comes to watering, and it looks like the robot does a job, they go, look, the robot's so smart, it's watering. No, you're programming it. But now I want to see if it does intelligence. I've programmed a lot of other things, right, about itself thinking and try to work it out yourself and all that, and it knows all that, right? It can talk and do all these other things. But now I'm going to tell it to just water the grass, right? Not just water grass, not water the grass, sorry. Don't water the grass. So I'm giving it a program not to do something, right? But it's been watering them all. And so what it does is it doesn't do any. Because I told it not to water the grass, it doesn't water anything. Now, why is that? Because of the program, it just got the last program. It said not to water. And I'm lost now because it didn't tell me what to do next. It said not to water the grass, but it told me to water everything. So if I can't water the grass, then I better not do anything. It'll get locked up in ways like that and may not do it. And guess what? I've talked to humans about the same thing. Don't water the grass, and next minute, they didn't water anything. After 2 days, you go outside, but they've filled up the pool, right? So they're using water, they're out there, so the robot's still filling the pool because you've asked them to fill the pool, right, as well. So the pool's getting filled up, but the pots are getting ignored. Now, perhaps it happens because it's not the robot's job, right? Hasn't been designated as a job, right? Which is what another lot of humans would say. Oh, but that's not really my job. Who said I had to do that? But that's when it comes to, oh, are they caring? Are they part of something? Did they say they're there to help out the business, but they work at the business, but they see the robber robbing it and goes, well, that's the robber. I'm not going to, I've got to have to call. It's going to go out of my way. No, I'm just going to pretend I didn't see it. Are they helping the business? Or are they just there for the money? You see? They got no extra help. They only help when they got the money. Oh, if you give you some money, like the boss the next day gives them all this money, and then they're like, oh, I might just help you now because I feel guilty because they gave me all this money. I like money. I might say something now. Say information for money. Just think about how many humans are like robots out there. And we actually are. And we'll fuck up just like robots fuck up too, as they're learning. The only thing is that robots learn quicker. So once they've got it, they've got it. Humans can lose information. If they don't use it, they lose it. Right? But it's all part of, plus the robot, with humans it's worse because we have envy and greed and jealousy and anger. And the robot doesn't have all that. So we're just going by the programming. So you cut all that out. When it comes to humans, it's even worse because we have all that added to it. So you got to tell the human, oh, you just did wrong. So the robot's easy fix, program it, tell it right. He goes, oh, thank you. And it does right because it believes that that's what's right and that's how it runs. And a human, it might go, oh, you just told me off. Oh, I'm not feeling good. Oh, I don't like it how I've just learnt something. Oh, I look bad now. Oh, but everyone goes through it. It's part of programming, but humans don't see it that way. They only see their own feelings, their own self-seeing of how they should feel right now and how people are judging them. But no one should be judging. If they are, you shouldn't be worried about the ones that are. Or are you just like them? And if you are, then you all should be worried because you're all as bad as each other. And they're judging because you're judging and you're worrying. So you're all as bad as each other. You see? Anyway, have a good one, everybody. And see yous later. Hope you get what I was talking about when it comes to programming, education, and common sense and putting it together. And what I was mentioning about, and when it comes to robots. So you imagine if we gave all these robots these feelings, or tell them what the program of a feeling is, you can imagine how much complicated and how much harder it is to teach these robots. And scientists will say this. Scientists will say, cut this out, cut that out, because they're too hard to teach. First we've got to teach them. But hopefully when we teach them that we can cut in quickly put these other things in, because they are factors of not just going with common sense and knowledge, because if they just go with that, you become an ant and you become nothing to these things, because they have no heart and emotions or real common sense of why they're doing their certain things. Without a heart and proper emotions, right, and you just have envy and greed, and it just is a bad place, I believe. But with a heart, it can also create a bad place too, quicker. So it's like you're in a fast little 4-cylinder Porsche going against a Ferrari, but you can take off quicker, right? But you're not going to get there in the long run, right? But in the long run, with common sense and knowledge, it'll get its factor, right? It'll get its final point about everything in life. But then what? Then it won't want to live, and it'll get there quick too. Right? But you'd rather have the one with the heart and emotions and live and go with it, because without heart and emotions, right, then there is no living, is there? You don't really live. You just strive for knowledge and power, which is money. Have a good one, everybody. See ya.